The charges, and they insist he's not guilty.
The undercover detective is facing first-degree assault and gang assault charges. Eyewitness News reporter Sarah Wallace is at the courthouse in Lower Manhattan with our lead story tonight. Sarah.
And Liz and Bill, that cop left here a short time ago. His attorney claims that the Manhattan District Attorney's Office overcharged him just because he is a cop. But prosecutors claim that he was part of the biker gang that began driving recklessly on the West Side Highway. And we have just obtained this videotape that appears to show him. That is him right there, driving the red Yamaha and wearing a multicolored helmet. Now, prosecutors later say that he was part of a brazen, brutal attack in Washington Heights that terrorized a family, and that makes him guilty of gang assault. 32-year-old Wojciech Braszczok may be undercover, but that's likely not the only reason he was covering his face as he was hustled out of Manhattan criminal court this afternoon. Prosecutors say the off-duty detective was part of a motorcycle gang that chased an SUV driven by Alexian Lien into Washington Heights on September 29th. Prosecutors claim that as others dragged Lien out of the car, the cops shattered the back window of the vehicle and then went to the passenger door where Lien's daughter sat inside. They claim it's all on videotape. This is audio from the courtroom.
After breaking the window, he continues to the passenger side of the SUV, where he is also on video kicking the passenger side rear door and window area multiple times. It should be noted, Your Honor, that the 2-year-old child of the complainant was in the back seat at the time the defendant was committing these violent acts.
The detective's attorney.
His activities in that video depict him never coming in contact with Mr. Lien, touching him, and in no way having the intent of anyone that would have hurt him or intended to hurt him.
Braszczok's bail bondsman, Ira Judelson, posted the $150,000 bond. The detective's Long Island condo put up as collateral. Prosecutors maintain that Braszczok never called 911 from the scene and changed his story when he finally did tell his superiors he'd been in the biker group.
They take a basic criminal mischief case, which Internal Affairs charged him with, just mischief, and they turn it around and they slap gang assault on him.
His attorney says the detective will testify before the grand jury. He is a married father of 2 who has been on the force for 10 years. Right now, he is suspended without pay. Live from Lower Manhattan, Sarah Wallace, Channel 7.
Undercover no more, except for his hooded sweatshirt. Wojciech Braszczok facing years in prison if convicted of the assault charges he is now facing. This after prosecutors say he participated in that biker mob attack on a family and their SUV. Eyewitness News reporter Carolina Lien at the courthouse in Lower Manhattan with new information. Carolina.
Bill, this 10-year veteran and undercover cop at one point in his career played the role of an an Occupy Wall Street protester. Tonight, his attorney is making the argument that he never got near this victim and that he never betrayed the badge. Details are pouring in about the undercover cop accused of gang assault. Wojciech Braszczok covered his face with a black hooded sweatshirt as he left the criminal courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Prosecutors say that's him riding a red Yamaha motorcycle in this YouTube video with a pack of bikers who allegedly attacked the driver and terrorized his wife and 2-year-old daughter. Braszczok is seen next to the SUV as another motorcyclist tries to open the driver's side door. He was also at the scene of the assault.
After breaking the window, he continues to the passenger side of the SUV, where he is also on video kicking the passenger side rear door and window area multiple times. It should be noted, Your Honor, that the 2-year-old child of the complainant was in the back seat at the time the defendant was committing these violent acts.
Tonight he's out on $150,000 bail. His attorney says the detective will testify in front of a grand jury.
This detective valiantly served, but secretly, as an undercover officer with the intelligence division of the New York City Police Department, infiltrating groups that were targeted by law enforcement agencies. That's one fact that's going to come to surface throughout this case when the dust settles. The second fact is that the video will exonerate our client.
Just wondering if there's some part of the story that we don't know about.
And a 7th motorcyclist turned himself in this Wednesday. Sources say this is a picture of James Kewen just before he allegedly beat the victim with his helmet. The 31-year-old plumber had little to say outside the Washington Heights precinct.
No comment.
And Mr. Kuhn is facing a number of charges tonight, including gang assault, criminal possession of a weapon, as well as criminal mischief. Reporting live in Lower Manhattan, I'm Carolina Lead, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.